Hello and welcome to this week's Angel Messages and Spiritual Guidance. And before we start, let's just stop and take a deep breath, okay? Sometimes we just need to take that minute to breathe again. And notice how it just shifts your entire energy. Things feel a little bit easier, and I pray that it becomes a little clearer. Whenever we're trying to get messages from our angels and to receive that divine guidance, we want to make sure that we're in that perfect space to receive it. And so right now you might be watching this video, in the lounge room with your family around, or you might be, on the way home from work or something like that. And you kind of think, is this the right spot? And it's like, we can make anywhere our sacred space. And so if you just take that breath, having that intention that this is the moment for you to hear the guidance that you need for this week, then you have already done the hard work. Okay, this is the opportunity now for your angels to give you that divine guidance that you need. So what we're going to do this week is I'm going to choose 2 of my Flower Therapy Oracle cards, but only one of those cards is going to be your message. So what I want to do is I want to help you over time to boost and develop your own intuition. I want you to know how to get messages from your angels and to hear their voices, to feel their presence, and to just know when they're trying to talk to you. So what we're going to do is choose 2 different cards, but I want you to go within and trust your intuition. When you ask that question, is the card for me option 1 or option 2? Okay, which one immediately comes to mind? Which one do you already feel more attracted to? Option 1 or option 2? Okay, and then towards the end of this video, after I read the cards, I also want to share with you a spiritual tip to help you throughout this week. So let's see, what do the angels want you to know this week? It's a beautiful time right now to think of a question. If you've got something that you're dealing with, if you need some extra clarity or insight around a particular subject, just ask that question to your angels right now. And if you can't think of a specific question, then go with that good old faithful one. Angels, what do you need me to know today? All right. And then we'll trust that they give us the perfect message to get through the week ahead. All right. So first I'm going to choose option 1. And that's going to be this one here on top. I'm not going to look either, no picking. And then we want to go in, and now we're choosing option 2. Okay. Which card do they want us to look at for option 2 today? All right, I'm going to go with this one because it didn't want to go back into the deck, so that's sitting down here. We move these out of the way. So we have option 1 and option 2. All right, option 1 and option 2. Just go within and see which one feels best today. All right. You might also be able to hear our little Pomeranian puppy Chester in the background because we've had this vacant block a couple of doors up from us, and they have decided that today is the perfect day to start, bulldozing and building, and big trucks and noisy machinery is all over the place. So every time they're driving past our house, Chester has to let me know something different is happening. So if you hear that in the background, that's just him. So let's have a look. If you felt more drawn to option 1 today, here is your message. Trust with the carnation. Now this is so nice as we start talking about trusting our own intuition, because this is saying that the guidance you've been getting right now, trust it. If you've been feeling you need to make a certain decision, making a certain change, or go in a different direction, trust it. Trust that voice that's inside of you. Don't let the logical brain or the opinions of others sway you from making that divinely guided choice. You know deep in your heart what the best path is going to be, and this is what your angels are reminding you of today. They say trust that. Trust that divine guidance that's coming through, and also to trust that you are going in the right direction. You haven't made a mistake. You haven't made a wrong turn. Instead, you are exactly where you are meant to be right at this very moment. So don't question it. Don't try to overanalyze it. Instead, be grateful for where you are. Even if your surroundings don't look as best as they could, maybe you're dealing with some challenging things and you're going, well, Robert, how do I trust that? It does feel like something's gone wrong because, all hell's breaking loose. It's like, well, let's look at the bright side here. Let's trust that this is serving its purpose. It's giving you healing. It's giving you lessons. It's giving you a different perspective that you are then going to take away and use to help so many other people. Think of that power that you could have if you were able to stop others from going through that traumatic experience. You were able to help them to move through it faster, or to help that healing to take place in a completely different and maybe unexpected way. So trust that whatever you're dealing with right now is a divinely guided blessing. It can be so hard for us to see that with our, logical human eyes, but on a spiritual soul level, we can feel it. We can feel that it's making a difference. We can feel that things are moving forward, even though it feels like maybe it's not as fast as we want. But please do trust that you are being looked after, that you are being guided, and that your angels and God love you so, so much that they are doing their very best to take care of you. Okay? So if you chose option 1, that is your message for today. Now let's see what option 2 is. Emotional healing with the bleeding heart flower. Now this is saying that maybe some old stuff has kind of bubbled up to the surface. That we've got some old things that have kind of reappeared that we don't want to push down. The thing is, our angels want us to heal. They want us to let go of the past or release those burdens from our shoulders. They don't want us to push it back down again. When we push that stuff down, it just festers. It becomes more complicated and becomes more negative than if we just kind of let it up and let it out straight away. So if you're feeling some of these heavy emotions or stuff from the past is coming up again, let it go. This is your opportunity to heal from it, to really be rid of that once and for all. And if you're not sure how to let go of it, that's when we need to bring in the extra support. So let's bring in the support of our loved ones, a compassionate healer or practitioner. And of course, we want to bring in that amazing healing from our angels as well. So let's just ask now that for anyone who needs extra healing this week to release and let go of those things that no longer serve us, we ask that the angels surround them with so much love that it's easy for them to move through that process. It's easy for them to let go of those old blocks and those old burdens, and that once and for all they can start to shine their light. Beautiful. So that is your message if you chose option 2 today. Also, if you haven't already seen, my 2018 video is now up. So you can find it on my Facebook page or on my YouTube channel. And you can check out my guidance surrounding the energy of 2018, including a flower and a crystal that I highly recommend you work with this year. Now, our spiritual tip. So this week, what the angels want you to do is choose one spiritual method and do it every single day this week. So that could be meditation. It could be pulling an oracle card. It could be working with crystals, or even just practicing gratitude. Maybe even, here's a nice one, maybe even calling on your angels and giving them permission to help you today. So just having that moment of a morning saying, angels, please help me however you can today. I am willing to receive your healing, your guidance, and your blessings. And I will look with open eyes and an open heart for any signs and guidance that you give me along the way. So just something like that every single day this week for the next 7 days, and notice how that changes things. People ask me all the time, how do you see your angels? How do you get messages? This kind of stuff. It's practice. It's like the more you do it, the more it flows through you. So this week, your angels are asking you to choose something, whatever it is, that's up to you, and then to do it every single day. All right, that way it gets that momentum happening, it gets that flow of energy, and you know what? You are gonna feel so good by the end of the week. So I am sending you truckloads of gratitude and abundance of angels. I can't wait to connect with you again soon, and may all of your dreams come true.